Well, hello and welcome to day one. So today, in this week, day one of week one of our Healthy Hips Challenge, or as I'm fondly calling this series, the hips don't lie, because they never do. And I created this challenge, or this series of exercises that we can do, or mindful movement more than anything, because not long ago, about 2 years ago, I injured my hips quite badly. So I really needed to work on a rehab program really super fast so I could continue doing all the things that I love: dance, Pilates, yoga, all the things. And so I just wanted to share over the next 30 days some of the little golden nuggets of joy that I absolutely loved, maybe loved to hate, but also loved knowing that they were doing some really good work. So let's begin. So today we're going to focus on the glutes, the deep stabilizing muscles of the hips, and finding ground before we go. So we're just going to start off with a little hip awakening flow. So just come and find your way onto your yoga mat and come down and find all fours shape. So hands and knees, shoulders underneath the, oh gosh, us teachers always get this one wrong. Hands underneath the shoulders, not the shoulders underneath the hands, golly gee. And then the knees underneath the hips. You just start off easily with some little cat-cows, little drop of the belly, yawn the collarbones wide. And then exhale breath as you scoop up and round through the upper back and curl into your cat stretch. Reverse that the other way, so breath in, belly drops, heart pulls forward. And then exhale breath as you scoop up and round. Continue that for 2 more rounds. Breath in, belly drops, heart pulls forward. Exhale as you scoop and round. And then 1 more here. Breath in, belly drops, heart pulls forward. And then exhale as you scoop and round. And then come back in and find that neutral. Knees will go a little wider. We're just going to rock forward and back. So little sit bones to heels, and then come forward, span the sit bones and back. So I liked or enjoyed doing this one when my hips were really, really stiff. And it doesn't take much for the stips to get hip, for the hips to get stiff. Oh, golly gee. We sit a lot. We might have a job where we're in a car, or just sleeping, we stiffen up. And so this little rounding of the spine and then sit bones back to heels is a really nice way to get a little bit of mobility back into the spine, into the pelvis. And just a little bit of tuning in with the body. Good. Come back onto all fours. We'll bring the knees back underneath the hips, the hands underneath the shoulders, and we'll stretch the left leg out long and the right arm forward, and we'll just do little bird dog lifts and lower. So as you inhale, lifting the back leg, really squeeze into the back glute cheeks. You can feel the muscles of the hip and the bottom all working here. I find when I flex my foot, I get a little bit more engagement through my legs. You can kind of test my theory if you like. So try pointing the toe. I almost feel like things start to have a little happy holiday. But when I flex the foot, I can feel a little bit more. Good. Next time we lift, take a hold. Hands come back down. And just a little tap and a lift. A little tap and a lift. Good. We'll continue there for about, I don't know, maybe another 5, maybe 8 more reps. Lift and lower. Another 3. You should be feeling already a little bit of fatigue there. 2 and 1. Place that foot down, tuck both toes, keeping the right knee bent, and then lift the hips up into a little split dog. A nice calf Achilles stretch of the left, and then drop back down onto the knee. So Press the hands through the mat as you elevate the hips, breath in, and then drop the knee back. Continue, you got another 3 more. And back down. And 2. And back down. And 1. And back down. Both knees drop. Right leg stretches back. Feel that lift of the belly. Reset the hands. Left hand forward. Toes flex and up and down we go. So it seems cool, but we'll continue with this move throughout the next 4 to 5 weeks actually. Whew. And we'll start to add extra and extra and extra and a little bit extra challenge each time. Another 4. Drawing the belly in and up for 3, 2, and 1. Place the left hand down. Keep the back leg lifting. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toes touch down. Lift the hips. Off we go. A little calf stretch there. Good stretch through the calf, Achilles and heels. Now, if you haven't got the hamstring length, you could always do this as a little bendy knee downward dog and get the stretch through the upper back more. The lace of the rib cage. So what we mean by that is just making sure that you're not dumping your organs to the floor. There's a nice little clip lock of the ribs to the hips. Good, and then drop the knees on down. We'll sweep around onto the back. And we'll roll down onto our backs. And then move into some bridging. So feet will come flat to the floor again. Feet, first of all, will start off close to the hips, palms up. We'll relax back at the shoulders there. And we'll just simply lift the hips and lower the hips. Lift and lower. So nothing too crazy. Just a nice opening up through the front of the hips. We call this hip extension. When we drop down, the hips are in flexion. Often hip flexors get really tight and weak, and glutes get weak. And so often if you have hip flexor pain, getting the back side of the body working to support the front side. I often talk to the body like it is a family, a nice big family that kind of all gets on. They kind of all talk to each other. There's no rivalry. And often the imbalances happen in the body. So too, like in families, there's a little bit of rivalry going on. Lack of communication, all those things. Good. Next time the hips are lifted, take a little hold. Now, if this is too strong for your lower back, if this feels a little bit uncomfortable, just drop the hips down a little. And then from here, we're just going to walk the feet on out and back in. Little marches. So you go out heel, and then back in and back in. Now, the lower the hips are, the more comfortable this might feel if you have a little bit of a niggly lower back. And the goal here is to try to keep the hips level as best as you can. You've got 2 more little steps out and steps back in. Good, I'm going to lead with the left. Just going to take a little roll down, take a breather. Tuck the tail under, roll up just a little bit. Tummy on. Remember the family. And then heel out, right heel out. Left heel in, right heel in. Left out, right out. Left in, right in. Let's just continue that for another 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Little hold of the hips there, tuck the tail under, and then lower all the way back down. Little hug of the knees to the chest, a little rock from side to side. And that, my friends, is your day one of the Hips Don't Lie Hip Challenge for November. I hope today you've moved with some intention, and our focus is about grounding and also activating in a nice gentle way, not to react, but to just gently awaken the muscles of the hips. See you tomorrow.